Meanwhile, this week, the CDC came out with a new report saying that teachers can play a very big role in spreading COVID. And as Dan Grossman shows us, this has teachers all over the country unhappy, very concerned and unsure about what to do next because of different vaccination plans.
I mean, every day, you just don't know if you're going to be exposed.
Where Megan Young feels angst.
It's really difficult because you know that now I'm getting this protection, but others aren't.
Teresa Brown feels guilt.
A little bit, yeah.
And where Teresa feels guilt.
I mean, this level of cruelty and hypocrisy is just, it's disgusting.
Randy Weingarten feels impassioned anger.
This is where the rubber hits the road. Governors and school districts, if you want to reopen schools, prioritize teacher vaccinations so that there's less fear out there.
All three are educators at different levels of this dilemma. But we start with Megan, a high school English teacher in Florida who is currently dealing with the ramifications of her state's decision not to prioritize vaccinating educators as she sits in quarantine.
Teachers really want to be in classrooms with their students, but until teachers are vaccinated, they're going to continue to experience what I'm experiencing, which is I'm being forced away from my students.
Currently, the 26 states in red have prioritized vaccinating all teachers, according to government data compiled by Education Week, while 17 have not, that are in yellow. The remaining 7 have prioritized teachers based on either age or health.
We have friends everywhere, and all of us are like, well, how come you're getting it and I'm not getting it?
Teresa lives in Colorado, one of the 26 states that have prioritized teachers, and just got her second shot last week. She says it adds a layer of assurance she knows peers like Megan don't have.
There's no good way to put it. It just stinks. But we are where we are, and progress is better than nothing at this point, I guess.
Earlier this week, the CDC published a study saying teachers play a central role in spreading COVID in schools. The study followed 8 Georgia elementary schools and found that as COVID cases rose in those schools, infections per every 100,000 people in the counties where they were located tripled. After a teacher spread it to a student, the student would spread it out to those at home and beyond.
This is a matter of now using the bully pulpit and calling out this hypocrisy.
Randy says the connection is clear. It means the inaction is infuriating.
If we want less fear out there and we really care about having in-school learning with the fullness of our hearts being out there and where we're not worried about bringing it back home, give us the vaccines so that teachers and bus drivers can have those shots in the arms.
I'm Dan Grossman reporting.